Hey, this is Nick from Drum Magazine. We're here at PASIC 2017 in Indianapolis. I'm here with Eli, and he's going to tell me a little bit about these fantastic mallets from ProMark.
It's true, ProMark by the Dario. So ProMark has always had mallets. There are many mallet makers within the industry. Unfortunately, and along with ProMark's current mallets, the manufacturing process has been a little bit flawed by nature, in the sense that when you create a mallet, you start with a core and there's a shaft, and you have to join those two things and then wrap them if it calls for it. The challenge with that production process is that you're buying off the shelf, in many cases, off the shelf cores. So circular cores, ovular cores, a mushroom shape, right? And then you take that core and you drill it, right? You take a core, you drill it, then you jam a shaft in there, you glue it, and sometimes you nail it, like a brad nailer, right? So it's a little archaic, and it's kind of designed to fail in a way. Now, of course, that's not the intention, but that's just the nature of where the technology was at that point.
And so how are these ones different? Tell me a little bit about this diagram here.
Yeah. So the way we've kind of reimagined manufacturing these mallets is similar to the way we took the approach for Evans Level 360, which is an overhaul to the entire thought of how to manufacture a drumhead. With mallets, what we do is we now overmold our own cores. So we're injection molding the actual cores over this insert, right? Now, every single mallet core we have now in the line will have one of these inserts in it, and this insert is threaded. Then we take the shaft, whether it be birch or rattan, and we kind of pencil sharpen it into this spire shape. So that makes every shaft essentially universal to the inner core of every mallet through that insert, right? And then when we take the shaft, we screw it in. Yeah, we screw the shaft into the core.
Yeah.
And because the insert is threaded, the shaft becomes tapped by that helix. So that gets a nice bite. And then we use a two-part epoxy to create a mechanical lock. So we've actually increased our pull-out force, which is the force required to remove the core from the shaft, by 100%.
And does that affect the sound at all?
Mallet core material will absolutely affect the sound. How well it's adhered to the core, the shaft and the core are adhered together, could affect the sound. This though is a more true. The mallet itself will vibrate more true, but that's not really part of what makes the mallet sound great. What makes the mallet sound great is the combination of the core material, the weight, and the wrap material if it requires it on like a marimba or a vibraphone. So you'll see here, some of our mallets have weights in them, right? Not all. And then the core material could be a variety of different materials, from nylon to TP to PE, whichever. The real genius though with this design is the fact that every single shaft can marry every single core, no matter what instrument we're creating the mallet for. So all the current ProMark mallets in the line now have been converted to the new technology, and they'll begin hitting the market next month. So we're really excited about that. Later in 2018, we'll release a full new line of mallets, which is going to bring quite a bit of excitement to the activity.